What is up, YouTube? Riley White here, back with another MLB The Show 19 video for you guys, and once again, I am on my squad screen. This video actually has something to do with my squad because last night, it's actually been about 12 hours by the time I'm recording this, so about 2 o'clock in the morning, this morning actually, I was able to finish the first inning program, so I actually got 310 earned program stars so far, and you know what you get at 300? You get to choose between 390 plus overall cards. You get to choose between this 91 Andrew Jones center fielder, that has actually really good fielding, 72 speed, which is a pretty good card, a little below average contact for this game with 106 and 89 power. Now, I did not choose this card. I honestly see a lot of people not choosing Andrew Jones because I actually, in some of the moments that I have done so far, I did not find Andrew Jones that good of a hitter. I didn't find his stance was really ideal to how I like to bat, how my confidence works for righty batters and whatnot, so I really don't think Andrew Jones would be a good card to choose, so I did not choose him. Now, the other two are pitchers, and this Cy Young 96 overall is a starting pitcher from 1905. I think it was actually sick that MLB San Diego Studios was able to get the rights to Cy Young, one of the best pitchers of all time. Literally, the Cy Young Award is named after him. So, I mean, this card... The only problem I have with this card is I think this card would be an amazing card if it had one more fast pitch. Either one more fast pitch or if his four-seamer could reach 100. Like this card, if he can only top off at 94 miles per hour, I don't think this card would be that effective online because he has 4 breaking pitches, a 12-6 curve, sweeping curve, and a screwball. Like, you do not need all 3 of those pitches. Yes, they're nasty pitches, but they're going to be super predictable. You can just put your PCI down. If, like, the four-seamer is the only one, like, he'll be super predictable because he only has a breaking pitch and 1 fast pitch. I find if he had, like, a cutter or a sinker or a slider, this card, maybe not really a slider, but a cutter or a sinker, I feel like this card would be so much better. Even if you look at his stats, like 82 hits per 9 for a 96 overall is a little bit low, kind of, I guess. I mean, I'm kind of basing it off Immortals last year. I mean, Cy Young, this card would probably have been an Immortal last year. He's got 92 Ks per 9, 99 walks per 9, 96 home runs per 9, which is actually pretty good because apparently last year the home run per 9 did not work at all. I think that was one of the reasons why the game was kind of broken last year because the home runs per 9, you always were hitting home runs. Every team you went against, you had to fear they were going to hit a home run off you because I'm pretty sure they released that the home runs per 9 just wasn't effective last year. So I'm glad that they fixed it this year because I'm pretty sure that's another reason why it's a lot harder to hit home runs in this game. So I'm glad that it's fixed. Cy Young 96 overall. I did not choose that card because I decided to go with the 95 overall Rich Gossage. I had Goose Gossage in my bullpen last year, and I loved him. He was one of my favorite cards in the entire game to pitch with. He had like a sub-2 ERA out of the bullpen the whole season. He was one of the first... I got him... I can't remember when I got him. He was like my 4th or 5th Immortal. I got him pretty early compared to like some of the other cards, but he pitched really well for me. He was my closer the whole season besides like at the start, but whenever like I had golds and whatnot. But Rich Gossage, I decided to go with him because I find last year even, like the velocity and whatnot didn't matter as much because people were just, I don't know, the pitch speeds were way slower last year, so Rich Gossage wasn't as effective with his fastball or his sinker that can really come in there quick. This year I find he'll be a lot better with his four-seamer. He'll be able to throw 100. His sinker is going to be able to pitch really good. The slurve is one of my favorite pitches to use. His changeup isn't really that good of a pitch, or I didn't find it was last year. I know a lot of people didn't really like Gossage last year. I personally did, so that's why I decided to go with him this year. And I'm not gonna play a ranked seasons game because I feel like my team's not good enough to keep going through all-star rating right now, and I don't want to have to just go through a game and maybe have the chance of being down or something at the end of the game. So I'm actually going to play in an extra innings game and just go into a couple innings. Now, I'm not quite sure what team to play against. I did see a Canada team here, so I might just do them because maybe not. these are all like low overall teams. I kind of want like a. I'll play this guy. I'll play this team. Alright, we'll be back once Gossage comes on the mound. Alright guys, so Rich Gossage is warming up in the bullpen now. I'm gonna bring him in the first inning. Against the second batter, I just had to pitch to one batter. I'm not gonna do the warm-up pitches. I'm not sure how to turn that setting off. There's another setting there that like it shows the pitcher from a distance and whatnot. I don't like that. I wish they'd switch it. This guy's got a really good team. Obviously, probably one of the top teams in the world. But it is on extra innings, so hopefully we should be able to shut him down at least. I don't know what difficulty this is on. Oh, Eddie Matthews. I think that's who it is up to plate right now. Some of you guys might be wondering why I use meter. And honestly, I prefer meter. I've always pitched with meter. I find if there's anything I'm good at in this game, it's my pitching, and meter definitely has helped me. I find meter is the one that if you throw a bad pitch, like look, that was kind of a bad release. He swung though. That was kind of a bad release right there. But honestly, like look, I'll show you guys something right here. Oh wait, that was not what I wanted to do. Even right there, like look. Alright, if I throw something up and I'm gonna like kind of miss, I'm gonna miss the yellow. Look, it was just barely up. If I had been using like pulse or pure analog and I missed it by that much, then probably the ball would have like went back in the fucking stands. Probably it would have like completely missed the box, like the zone. I honestly, that's what I think the best thing is about meter is just being able to like recuperate after a bad pitch. I find it's, well, I mean, there was a great inning from Rich Gossage right there. So Gossage is back on the mound for the second inning. This is the last thing I'm gonna do, but I just wanted to get the hang of Gossage before I actually play him in a ranked game. And so far he seems pretty good. I mean, obviously the pitch speeds are a little different in extra innings than they are in ranked, but I honestly think Gossage was a good choice. That was a four-seamer down the middle, and he whiffed on it. I don't know how. I know this is not an actual person, so it is a CPU. But that was Aegon. That was an Adrian Gonzalez card. You'd think he'd be able to hit that. This year, I find four-seamers are a lot easier to hit for me. This year, when I'm batting, I actually keep my PCI up. Last year, I always kept it down, and I would be able to golf pitches or like sliders down and in were one of my favorite pitches to swing at and hit. And this year I find like hitting four-seamers are so much better. I always have my PCI up, and I find I've actually been a pretty good batter this year compared to what I was last year. Last year, even with a good team, I found I was so inconsistent with batting. I would have one good game where I could score like 10 runs, and then I'd have like 5 games where I'd score a maximum of 10 runs. So I find this year being able to hit the fastball is a lot better, and Gossage is having a hard time to find the zone right now. Against Kenny Lofton, I believe that's who is up. 3-2 count to end the inning. Ground out. I think he actually struck out everyone else. I think so. I'm gonna check right quick. Alright, so he did strike out 4 of the 5 batters that he faced. That's actually pretty good. I know this is like against the CPU, but I just kind of wanted to go into a game and get kind of the hang of Rich Gossage, so I'm actually going to back out now. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Rich Gossage, I think, will be an amazing card going through. If you guys can choose, if you guys get to the point where you can choose between those 3 cards, I personally would recommend to choose Gossage, because if you think about it, in the long run, he will be better out of the bullpen than someone being a starter would be, I think, at least. Plus, by the time, look, once you get XP reward path, once you get to level 75, out of these cards, I'm probably going to choose Clayton Kershaw, so that would be a good starter to have right there, alongside Gossage in the bullpen. I feel like I'll be able to have a really good team soon. I'm level 51 bronze. I've leveled up quite a bit so far, But anyways, guys, that's my Rich Gossage video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment anything down below that you guys want to hear. If you guys want me to talk about something in a video, go for it. Comment down below recommendations about anything, any type of video you want to see. I will probably try to do that on MLB The Show, though nothing else. I'm just gonna do MLB content from now on. So anyways, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and we will see you guys in the next one.
Get set, go, take off.